Inherit the Wind, a play by Jerome Lawrence and Robert E. Lee, and The Crucible by Arthur Miller are on completely different topics, but both manage to make profound comments on McCarthyism. McCarthyism is the practice of accusing a person or a group of people of an act with no given evidence. This practice was shown in the Salem witch hunts of 1692 and the Scopes Monkey trial in 1925, which these plays describe in great detail in order to make evident their parallels to the period from 1950 to 1954, when Senator Joseph McCarthy and others accused many government officials of belonging to the Communist Party. Many of these people ended up losing their jobs or being blacklisted, which meant that many companies would refuse to employ them, even though most of those who were accused did not, in fact, belong to the Communist Party. Inherit the Wind makes this point by referencing and emphasizing the events that occurred in the 1925 Scopes Monkey trial. Their trial occurred because a biology teacher in Tennessee taught Darwin's theory of evolution to students, which was against state law at the time. Scopes, the biology teacher, was not even sure that he taught evolution, but that did not even matter, as the entire trial was deliberately staged in order to bring popularity to the small town in Tennessee. One of the main reasons that Lee used this trial to criticize the current state of McCarthyism in the 1950s. Kate, the teacher in Inherit the Wind, is one of the main characters in the play and helps to highlight Lee's opinion of the destructive state of McCarthyism. Towards the end of the first act of the play, Drummond, the lawyer defending Cates, responds to Cates' claim when he says everyone looks at him as if he was a murderer, and says, "You murder a wife, it isn't nearly as bad as murdering an old wives' tale. Kill one of their fairy tale notions and they call down the wrath of God, Brady, and the state legislator." This quote implies that killing off an idea or a story is more sacrilege than killing a physical person. The Crucible, being a dramatized recount of the Salem witch trials, is much more upfront with its allusions to McCarthyism. Many of the main characters publicly denounce others to prove their own innocence, such as Abigail and Betty, who accuse 10 other people of dealing with the devil as a way to clear their own names. Abigail also continues to accuse people as Salem becomes more and more paranoid, deflecting the blame off of herself and mirroring the rise of paranoia about communism in the Cold War when McCarthyism was given its name. The strategies that Donald Trump used during his presidential campaign have drawn many parallels to McCarthy's tactics. McCarthy was known to insult and disrespect anyone who wasn't on his side, and Trump has also famously slandered Mexicans, disrespected Muslims, and disparaged many other foreign countries. In addition to this, Trump has also created paranoia about the threat of terrorism and nuclear war, similar to how McCarthy's accusations about communism led to paranoia almost 60 years earlier. Recently, during Barack Obama's presidency, people began to accuse him of not being a real U.S. citizen and refused to accept it when he said he was born in Hawaii, insisting that he was born in Kenya. These people kept asking him to show his birth certificate to prove that he was not just a naturalized citizen. Like those during the Red Scare that accused other government officials of belonging to the Communist Party, those who accused Obama also had no evidence that Obama was not a born citizen. He was elected president and has had a social security number his whole life. This example of McCarthyism shows how relevant this issue of baseless accusations is and makes these plays almost timeless with regard to the importance of the issues that they address.